Alrighty, good evening, everybody. Welcome to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call here this evening for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Good to have you along here with us this evening as we get ready for our varsity contest after the JV contest did not go A-Town's way. It was a tough one for them. They lose 25-14, 25-12. So we'll see if the varsity side is going to have a little bit more luck here as we're about to get this one underway. I think a girl just took a shot in the face for North Fulton. No, she said it hit her in the head. I do not believe you, Miss Molly Cornell, who we saw in the junior varsity game. She just took one, I swear, right off the face here in warm-ups. I got to give volleyball girls a lot of credit. I talked about it earlier in the year. I saw Sophie Kern also take one off the face for A-Town, and she just got up and laughed about it. And I just saw Molly Cornell from North Fulton take one, look like in the face. Maybe it was off the top of her head. Either way, I would be writhing in pain on the basketball court here, or the volleyball court, I guess, here at A-Town High School, if that would happen to me. So, anyway, back to what I was saying here before I got sidetracked by what was happening there. The A-Town varsity squad coming in off a great win last night. They looked very impressive. I talked about it right at the end of the broadcast last night. That was definitely the best-looking team that I have seen come from A-Town this season. Not to say that they haven't had great performances this season. It's been a tough year. At least it started out tough. They've been playing a lot better here down the stretch, as there's only a few home games left here for this A-Town squad. But they have been playing very, very well in the games that we've been broadcasting, and it all started back in Bushnell where they got that 2-0 win. And even though they haven't won every game since then, it's just the performances that we have seen. They have been a lot better. They've been competing with teams. Ridgewood, the competition with Ridgewood, that one going to 3 sets. I mean, they are playing so well right now, and that's all thanks to coaching. We saw it last night, Jessica Lujan just turning around to her bench and saying, hey, to her upper-class leadership, hey, I need you to lead the way. And that was what they were able to do against Stark County last night, pulling off that first set 26-24, and then ultimately winning in dominant fashion in the second set. We're getting ready for the national anthem. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adams Experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adams Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their healthcare.
And welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Starting lineups being announced here for North Fulton. And I missed a couple. I know number 13, Olivia Miller, the senior. She is in this starting lineup. Number 27, Harley Waftel. She's out there, the freshman. Doesn't look like a freshman, I will say that. Number 25, Lainey Whitsitt. Number 8, Sam Thumb. And there's another one out there, number 23. That is Washita Bradford. She is out there. Kendra Hendricks out in the starting lineup for A-Town. Also Sophie Kern making her way out. starting as well. That is number 2, Allie Peed, getting the start. Good to see that. She's been playing a lot better here recently. Emma Gunther also playing some very good volleyball here in the last couple of weeks. So she's getting the start. Charlie Cox, the star of the show last night, 7 aces and 3 kills. And wrapping things up here, number 13, Mia Lujan. She is getting the start as well. JJ in the comments already here this evening, rooting for A-Town. So it's good to see you here once again, JJ. Matthew Queen also in there saying, let's go A-Town. So we got some folks in the comment section. You can get in the comment section. Feel free to get in here if you would like. We would love to hear from you here this evening in that comment section. Opening handshakes going on, and let's play some volleyball here as the Wildcats and the Tornadoes about to do battle here at A-Town High School. Good to have you along here with us this evening. Feel free, like I said, get into those comments. Let us know who you're rooting for, and then also maybe some reaction to what you're watching here this evening. I'm excited to see how this one is going to play out. I did not see who's going to get the serve. I think North Fulton will get it. That's where the official is looking, so that is indeed the case. One of the North Fulton girls that I missed, Sam Munson, she is out there. She's the libero here in the white uniform. And you look at A-Town, Kendra Hendricks out there as A-Town in their all-black uniforms here this evening. Hendricks gets it started, and let's play some volleyball. A-Town setting it up, sending it down, but not all the way to the floor yet. Sophie Kern back into the net. That one goes. Allie Peed, a little mishit on that one. And the first point of the day going to the Wildcats. A 1-0 start. We'll see if our scoreboard can be a little better here this evening. The service comes in. Charlie Cox, she's got it. Hendricks has to send it over. And in the early going here, a little tap right over. Nice save by Sophie Kern, but it goes out of play. Great effort on her part. Unsuccessful, however. That'll make it 2-0 here in the early going. As another service comes in for North Fulton. Nice little tap by Kendra Hendricks. The service, by the way, Olivia Miller doing the serving duties. That one off the block and out of play as picking up the point for North Fulton, number 27, Harley Waftel. And I think that is going to go down as a kill for her. And that's what I'm going to give it to her. Feeling generous again here this evening. Sophie Kern going for the kill. The point is going to go to A-Town as a violation is called. And no kill for Sophie Kern. However, it is still a point nonetheless. Good to have you along here with us a little earlier than originally planned, but the varsity and the JV game both going very early. Very, very quick matchups. And setting that one up, trying to get that one over Emma Gunther, and that play was just out of sorts, as I believe the point is going to go to Lainey Whitsett, and Whitsett's going to have her first point here in this contest, as the Wildcats are going to take themselves a 4-1 lead. JJ still in the comments with us. He's excited here in the early going, and a great serve there for North Fulton, and another point as the Wildcats taking a 5-1 lead. I think that is a service ace for number 45, and we don't even have a number 45 on our starting roster. So I'll have to get that, try to get that for you here. Charlie Cox goes for the kill, can't get it. And a nice play at the net. That one goes down to the floor. It's another point for Lainey Whitsett, another kill, for Lainey Whitsett off the block. And the Wildcats lead this thing 6-0. That is number 45. I'll have to look through my roster one more time. She just picked up another kill, or another ace, And that might be a whistle. It's not a timeout yet. Wouldn't be surprised if Jessica Lujan calls a timeout after one more point for North Fulton. 7-1 the start. Cox, little tap over by Emma Gunther. And now North Fulton is scrambling. Hendricks, Sydney Teal on the floor. Now Emma Gunther sends it over. As coming in, North Fulton. That's Emma Gunther. Now Charlie Cox sends it right back over towards the middle. And back and forth we go here. One of the longer points we've seen so far. Charlie Cox right into the net. That one goes. And another point for North Fulton. They lead this thing 8-1. And a tough start here for the Lady Tornadoes, 8-1 after the varsity contest. Didn't last all that long, 25-14, 25-12. This one in danger of ending that way unless A-Town can go on a run. Allie Peed sends that one wide. And there's the whistle and the timeout by Jessica Lujan. Definitely not liking what she's seeing. 9-1 our score. We're back after this. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Welcome back to A-Town High School for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Emma Gunther sends it over for A-Town. Quicker timeout than expected. Charlie Cox sending it over, looking for the kill. Doesn't get it. Right down. Good kill attempt for North Fulton. Doesn't get it to go. Sydney Teal sends it over. Off the net. Charlie Cox taps it back. And good back and forth once again here. Kendra Hendricks setting it up for Allie Peed, who sends it over. Peed off to a tough start here in the early going. North Fulton going for the kill and going to pick up the kill. I think that was number 25, Lainey Whitsett. If that's the case, she's got 3 kills here in the early going. And I think the number 45 out there on the floor, I think that is Morgan Patterson. She's number 54 on the roster that we have. And, they say a point. That one hit the floor, they say. I don't know if I agree with that call. I thought that was a great save by A-Town. Another timeout is called. 11-1 our score. We're back after this. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
Adams Experts means business. And not just any business, yours. We're the experts in backup solutions, data privacy, and security, maintaining networks or even building new ones, because monitoring, protecting, and preventing network and computer issues is what we do. We'll work with you to assess your virtual IT needs and get you back to business. Trust the experts. Outsource your IT with Adams Experts. Call today for your free consultation.
Welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call as a nice tap down at the net. And, there's going to say a violation on North Fulton. Nearly gave another point to Lainey Whitsett. However, the point is going to go to A-Town, and out of the timeout, they pick up a point, and it's 11-2. Now out for A-Town, Ellie Pompeo, who we didn't see much of in yesterday's contest, as our scoreboard being a little finicky here this evening. 11-2 now the score. Pompeo ready to go. She gets the whistle, and Pompeo sends that one in. And we'll see if A-Town can start a rally. That one goes wide. That's certainly a good start. Off the hand. Let me see who that was. I believe that was number 23, Washida Bradford. Taking the swing at that one, missing wide. 11-3 now. Back to an 8-point game. Pompeo towards the middle. And now coming in again, North Fulton sends that one, but it goes down wide. Lainey Whitsett misses on that one, and it's 11-4. So a 3-0 run here for A-Town, trying to come back in this one. And in play, picking up the ace. How about that one for Ellie Pompeo? Like I said, didn't see her much last night. She's into the game, and she is onto the stat sheet here. 11-5 now our score. Little 4-0 run, but that one nearly hit her own teammate there. I think Sophie Kern just saw her life flash before her eyes. It is now 12-5. Rough start here for A-Town, although that was a nice little rally right there, a little 4-0 burst. Not coming to an end. In to serve for North Fulton, that is Carly Brown, the junior, number 17. And a whistle. And they're going to say a point goes to A-Town. A violation on the substitution? Either way, that looks like it is the case. So a violation on the substitution, and now the officials having a conversation with some of the North Fulton folks. As you see Emma Gunther getting ready for her service. She had 2 aces in the game last night, but again, the show last night belonged to Charlie Cox, who had 7 aces and 3 kills. We haven't got to see her serve yet, but boy, once she does get out there to serve, it'll be a show, I assume. Hopefully I don't give the old announcer's jinx there. Gunther sends that one in. Ooh, and she nearly picked up an ace. It is going to be a point, no ace, but A-Town's back to within 5. It's now 12-7. It's a little 6-1 run here for A-Town. Gunther back in, and that one goes wide. 13-7 now the score. Now in to serve is number 17, Carly Brown. After that substitution mishap. And setting it up, Charlie Cox taps it over. And A-Town, boy, they weren't set up on that one at all. Number 13, Olivia Miller picking up her first kill of the night. And, well, wouldn't you know it, I don't have the correct numbers here out on my stat sheet, so I'm going to have to adjust on the fly. What a play there for Washita Bradford. And Bradford picks up the kill. I knew something didn't look right on my old stat sheet there. Olivia Miller now with 1 kill. And, oh boy, that one should have been left alone by Kendra Hendricks. Instead, they play it, and a little tap into the net, and that will be another point for A-Town. 15-8 now our score. Now that my stat sheet is all squared away, we're ready to go. And here comes Charlie Cox after the amazing night last night with those 7 aces. Doesn't get one here. North Fulton was ready for it. We'll see Sydney Teal take a swing, and that one goes long. Matthew Queen in the comment section, really cheering his squad on. We can do it, A-Town. Still got plenty of time here, best of 3. As Emma Gunther sets up Sophie Kern, who taps it. Oh, nice save there for North Fulton. And Kern gets it to Gunther, back to Kern. Kern sends it wide. We saw Kern come into the game after she was on the bench for a long time last night. She came in when the game was tied 24-all, and A-Town was able to win both sets, so her leadership definitely led to those points, I would say. Emma Gunther misses that one wide, and it's back to a 10-point lead. So North Fulton has been able to withstand the rally. That one goes straight into the net by that is Washita Bradford, who hasn't done a lot wrong here this evening. 18-9 now the score as Sydney Teal serves that one in. And now the tap back over for North Fulton. Gunther, might have been a miscommunication there. Allie Pete tries to get it over the net, and she hits it into the net once again. And a tough night for Allie. We saw it in the JV contest. We saw Taylor Hendel have a night like that where plays that she is accustomed to making, she just wasn't making them. And that happens every now and then. Number 21, old nameless number 21 from the JV contest, hits that one into the net, and it will be another point for A-Town. It is 19-10. And Kendra Hendricks will come in and do the serving duties. No aces in this contest. Actually, 1 ace for A-Town, if my memory serves me. I'll look at the stats to confirm that. Nice play at the net. Nice block for A-Town, and another point. Let's see if I can go back to my stat sheet here. Yes, 1 ace in the game. That's the only statistic in this ball game. Ellie Pompeo picked that one up, and a violation on that hit. Another point for A-Town. It is 19-12. After a night where A-Town had 10 aces, Kendra Hendricks sends that in. Just one so far here in set number 1. Tap goes. Hendricks sets up, look like Sophie Kern, but instead it's Allie P. Trying the fool, and that one down to the floor. It's Harley Waftel, the freshman. And North Fulton picks up another point, and the kill goes to Waftel, number 27. So she is on the stat sheet with her first kill of the evening. As Sophie Kern tries to go for the kill and misses that one into the net. So another point for the Wildcats. They're 4 points away from taking set number 1. Nice play there by Charlie Cox on the serve. Emma Gunther, the left-handed shot. That one goes down and in. And a nice play for Emma Gunther. Picks up her first kill. First kill statistically here for A-Town as they trail 21-13, unless my memory serves me wrong. Sophie Kern, the serve. 21-13 here. That one, nice play by North Fulton. Nice save by Gunther. This one got to go over. Charlie Cox manages to save that one. Boy, what a couple of games she has had. Hendricks, nice play. Now Charlie Cox taps it over the net. That one got me excited. I thought that one was going straight to the floor. Hendricks saves it. Oh, this is good volleyball here between these two squads. That one down to the floor as number 25, Lainey Whitsett. Who else? Substitution now as Whitsett picks up her 4th kill of the night. 4 kills for her to lead the way. 22-13. And now Charlie Cox sends it over. And Whitsett looking for it again, and she's got it again. How about kill number 5 for Whitsett? The junior. Boy, you got to deal with her one more year. Yikes. That's not going to be a lot of fun for teams here in this area of the state. As Sydney Teal, nice effort defensively there by A-Town. Charlie Cox trying to stick her. What a play! But it's going to go out. Oh, all that for naught. Oh, my goodness gracious. Great effort. I didn't see who that was literally on the other side of the net. Was that Emma Gunther all the way on the other side of the net? Either way, it's Morgan Patterson serving to win this first set. And that one goes wide off the hands of Gunther. And that ends what was not the best first set for the Lady Tornadoes, but it's best of 3, so they've got time to recover. We'll see if they can recover as we take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MD8.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets a much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
Welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call as our first set definitely did not go the Lady Tornadoes' way. 25-13 North Fulton takes the first set, so we reset our scoreboard, and we're back underway. Olivia Miller serving for for North Fulton there a moment ago. Allie Peed had a miscommunication with Kendra Hendricks, and that one hits the floor. Again, there goes another tough point for Allie Peed. She's had a couple of chances to tip it over the net, and just has not been very successful here tonight. There was the miscommunication with her teammate Hendricks, and North Fulton will send it over on 2. And Sophie Kern with the kill attempt off the block. Nice play there by North Fulton. They will send it right back over. Kern now to Gunther, back to Kern. Kern, a little standing shot. Oh, that one close to the net. Going down with it, North Fulton, but still not to the floor yet. Charlie Cox bloops that one a little wide. And the Wildcats have a 2-0 lead. Matthew Queen in the comments thinks that A-Town can get it done despite the tough first set. Still a long game, or it can be a long game, unless one of these teams go on a long run, which we saw in that first set. Now the Wildcats are off to a 3-0 start. If you got some thoughts on this one, feel free to get into the comments section. We'd love to hear from you. Olivia Miller serving again. Doesn't have an ace here in this one. Kendra Hendricks back over the net. And this nice play there. Who else? It's Lainey Whitsett. She had a dominant first set, and she just picked up her 6th kill of the night. 6 kills, and it is a 4-0 lead for North Fulton. Sophie Kern sends that one down, and Sophie Kern picks up the kill for the first point here in set number 2 for the Lady Tornadoes. JJ saying, I hope so. I'm guessing that's in reference to thinking that A-Town can get this one done. A-Town looked really good last night against Stark County. North Fulton has come in and really shut the door on that. And a double hit there. That should go down as a kill for number 27, Harley Waftel. I'm going to give that one to her. That is her 2nd kill of the night. And it's 5-1. Oops. Took a point away when I should have been adding another point. Hendricks now to Allie Peed, who sends it over. Oh, she nearly picked up a kill on that one. And that one, nice dig by Sydney Teal. Now Sophie Kern off the block. But that is going to stay alive. Good play there by North Fulton, and the shot goes down to the floor. A lot of power behind that one was Sheeta Bradford. Picks up the kill. Bradford with her 2nd. And now our score is 6-1. This has just been a dominant showing here. Sophie Kern tried to get it over. It was a nice block by North Fulton. Kern again blocked. And that one can't get over the net. Even if it did get over the net, North Fulton was there ready to tip that one down. And this one starting is very similar to the way the first set did. North Fulton got off to an 11-1 start. Kendra Hendricks met at the net as Sophie Kern sends that over. North Fulton gets it back over, and the point is going to go to Sam Thumb. Oh my goodness, that one, everything is going right. Sam Thumb was just trying to save that one from going out of play, and it ends up hitting the floor. As a nice play for A-Town, that is Addison Anderson. First time we're seeing her here today. Charlie Cox, a nice effort, but another point for North Fulton, and it is a runaway here early, 9-1 after a 25-13 first set. Sophie Kern back over the net, and ready to go again is Thumb. Anderson setting up Kern, and a nice effort there. North Fulton gets the save and sending that one wide. I mean, she's got a lot of power, however. That is Washita Bradford. She's a senior. Looking at the lineup sheet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seniors on this Lady Wildcats team. And that one will go down as an ace, as that is Sophie Kern getting the ace for A-Town. Got 1 kill here. She had 4 kills in the game last night. 1 ace now, and it's 9-3, getting that one into the corner. She's got back-to-back aces. It's now 9-4. Matthew getting into the comment section. Indeed, Sophie Kern, she is killing it, especially with those last 2 serves. And she nearly got another one. I don't know how they were able to save that one from hitting the floor. Charlie Cox sets it up. Allie Peed taps it back over the net. And now back over. Nice save there by Sophie. And Allie Peed back in. Nearly ran into the net. Oh, this one's over the net. Tap back over by Addison Anderson. And it hit it right into a vacant area as A-Town, they were scrambling on that one. And it ends up going down. Got to see who that one was off of. I believe that was number 21, which is nameless old number 21. Charlie Cox goes for the kill, but hits it wide. Nameless number 21. So I'm going to give her that second kill, or that other kill, I should say, as Charlie Cox nearly picked that one up. But instead, it's Addison Anderson. Now to Allie Peed, hitting that one into the net. That really wasn't Allie's fault. Not much she could do on that one. Led just a little bit too far on that one, and it's 12-4. The libero sends that one in. Sam Munson, first time saying her name here tonight since early in the contest. And nice stop at the net by, was that Allie Peed or Charlie Cox? I didn't see which. Has to go over. Sydney Teal sends it over. 12-4 our score. And nearly. That wasn't just a mistake right there, as A-Town didn't have anybody at the front. And a whistle and a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. 13-4 our score here in set number 2. We're back after this as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
And welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call here this evening for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. After a tough first set, the second set not going much better for A-Town. They lost that first set 25-13. And now North Fulton leading this thing 13-4. Hendricks gets it up. Allie Peed tried to send that one down, but North Fulton has been all over the place here this evening as Anderson gets it to Kern. And a good back and forth between these two. Little tap over. Charlie Cox is there. Charlie gets it again and sends it over. Another tap up. Oh, that one led just a little bit too far. Somebody's got to get it. And miscommunication for A-Town, but they get bailed out as that one is hit wide. And the point goes to the Tornadoes. It's 13-5. Maybe that'll be one of those turning points here in this ball game. And in to do the serving duties is Ellie Pompeo, who has the only ace in this one after 10 aces last night. Oh, a double hit there. You know what? I'm going to give another one to Ellie. Ellie Pompeo, her second ace. Oh, I should say Sophie Kern has got 2. Almost forgot about that. Back-to-back points here for A-Town. North Fulton ready to go. That one down to the floor. It's Sam Thumb getting another kill. And again, I might be a little more courteous in giving kills here this evening, but they don't have the official count to my right. I think the official scorekeeper is out here this evening at A-Town, which is all right. I'm doing my own little stat keeping. Everybody having a better night maybe than maybe they are. I don't know. But that one goes right into the net off the serve, and it's 14-7. As the scoreboard really, it's just one of those nights where the scoreboard doesn't want to update correctly. Emma Gunther serving that one in for A-Town. Did she get that one in? No, she does not. Sends that one wide, and the Wildcats will take over again. 15-7 our score In to serve is Washita Bradford. Gunther gets it to Hendricks. Hendricks, and she pops that one a little too far. And it's 16-7. Washita Bradford, she's got 2 kills on the night. No aces. The kill leader here tonight is Lainey Whitsett. And if there's been one thing I've noticed is North Fulton has just got a lot of height. And they've been able to take advantage of some things at the net for sure. Charlie Cox hits that one out of play. And the lead is back up to 10 for North Fulton. 17-7. Back in it goes. And a little tap right back over on 2 for Gunther. Oh, and a nice play there at the net. It goes down to the floor. Didn't see who hit that one. Was that Whitsett again? Either way, that is Bradford coming in to serve. And it's 18-7. Kern is able to save that one. And then Kern sends that one right into the net. And you just look at the body language. I know we probably can't see it from the camera angle, but looking at it here in person, the body language for A-Town, just not the way it was last night. And you're down 19-7. You can certainly understand why. Sydney Teal, nice little tap at the net for North Fulton, and another great play for A-Town. That is Emma Macomb. First time seeing her on the floor here tonight. As that one goes down. Number 21, nameless number 21. Oh, poor girl. She was nameless in the first one, the first contest, the JV contest now. Nameless here in this contest. 20-7 our score. And this one in danger of being a quick sweep. Sydney Teal sends that one down, but sends it wide. 4 points away for North Fulton. This one got off to an earlier start. Sophie Kern able to return that one. It hits the net. And I think they're going to count that one. I don't know what the whistle was for. They do count it as a point for the Wildcats, so that one must have hit the wrong side of the little antennas that stick up from the net. As Sydney Teal taps that one over, nearly got the kill on that one. Nice play. And right down to the floor that one goes. Harley Waftel. That'll be her second kill of the night. And it is 23-7. And just the height at the net really causing problems here for A-Town. That one goes right into the net. A rare mistake for Washita Bradford, the senior. And Charlie Cox in to serve. No ace on this one. As her trying to get some service points, however, to bring A-Town back into this one. Sophie Kern sends that one wide, and it'll be match point. A lot of match points for A-Town. Or excuse me, for North Fulton. Let's get this updated here. 24-8. Got to get it correct. I missed a point here. Missed A-Town's point earlier. Sophie Kern sends that one in. And trying to go for the match. It goes wide. As it was Lainey Whitsett going for the match. But instead she misses outside, 24-9. And in to serve is Sydney Teal. Sydney Teal, right-handed serve. That one in. And North Fulton going to Whitsett again off the block. It goes down, and the point and the match goes to North Fulton. That was only right that Lainey Whitsett end this one. A very quick night here at A-Town High School. 25-9 our score in set number 2. A 2-0 win for North Fulton. We'll recap this one and send you home next. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adam's experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adams Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology.
And welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call, wrapping this one up for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. And as you can see by the scoreboard on the top of your screen, it was not a fun night for the A-Town Tornadoes. They fall in 2 sets, and set number 1 really wasn't all that much better. 25-13, 25-9, the final score here in this one. And it was just a dominant performance, really all around, for Lainey Whitsett, the junior for North Fulton. And that is a scary thought. You got to deal with her one more year. She finishes with 7 kills here this evening. So Lainey Whitsett, without question, would be the player of the game if you were keeping tabs on that. And then it was a number of different players with 2 kills. Washida Bradford, she was the senior. Number 23 finishing with 2. There was 2 kills in this one for Harley Waftel. She had a couple extra chances there. She might have had some more kills as well. My stat keeping might not have been exactly accurate here this evening, but still an excellent performance from her. Number 8, Sam Thumb, the junior. She comes in with 2 kills here this evening, and a nameless number 21. Nameless from the JV matchup tonight, and also nameless here in the varsity matchup here as well. So North Fulton, if you know who number 21 is, send her my regards, even though I could never figure out the name of said number 21. And then let me look at the other stats. No aces for North Fulton. Is that right? I don't know if that's right or not. Maybe I put kills as aces here this evening. I don't know. That doesn't seem right, but maybe it was. A couple of aces for A-Town here this evening, going to Sophie Kern. She would be the player for A-Town that would get the player of the game nods. I mean, when you get beat to, with the scores you did, there wasn't a lot of statistics here in this one, but Sophie Kern finishing with 1 kill and 2 aces. 2 aces in the game for Ellie Pompeo, who we saw on the floor a lot more than we did last night. And then it was 1 kill for Emma Gunther, and that was it. It was just not a great statistical night for A-Town here tonight. And, the final score shows that. Again, 25-13, 25-9. A couple of things going on here in the comments section before we get out of here. Wildcats might win this one. A-Town, you could have did better, JJ says. Sad watching our football team and now our volleyball team. Well, you know what? Like I said with JJ on that comment, the football team, I talked about it during the game last night. That team has got a lot of talent, and some of those kids are going to be coming back next year. A-Town, it might be some bumps and bruises. They're also playing in a class that might be a little bit bigger because of the enrollment thing. So maybe, that has something to do with it. But A-Town, I think, is going to be a better team next year when it comes to football. We do have a football broadcast next week, by the way, for homecoming for A-Town. But the volleyball team here, this is a good volleyball team. This is not a precursor of what this team is. This team had been playing excellent volleyball for about 2 to 3 weeks, and this team is going to be really, really good, especially I think next year, where next year for A-Town, they've only got 4 seniors on the team here, and you're going to have a lot of those girls from the JV team make their way in. Going to have girls, I think Taylor Hendel's going to see some varsity time next year. You're going to see girls Let's see here. Let me get a couple of others here that I think are going to see. Izzy Kemp she'll be in the varsity lineup. She'll be a junior. Anna Servin is going to be a junior next year. So this, you're going to have games like this. Not everything is going to be all sunshine and roses. So these kind of matches happen, and you just got to shake it off, and that is what A-Town is going to look to do here. They'll look to shake this one off as they get ready for their next contest next week, which, let me get that. I know it's against West Central, but I got to figure out which night it is. I believe it is Tuesday of next week, but let me take a quick look at that before we sign off here this evening. 25-13, 25-9, again, our final score here. Before we sign off, our next broadcast here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Our next broadcast of A-Town Sports will be next Wednesday. A-Town will take on West Central here, 6 o'clock. The scheduled start time. Might want to be here a little bit early because if there's a freshman game and that ends early, well, that will mean things will end early here, or start early, as we are ending pretty early here tonight, as it is only 7:35 as I look at my phone right now. But we do have A-Town and West Central volleyball next Wednesday at 6 o'clock. And then football, I've mentioned that. Next Friday night, A-Town will take on Havana. That should be a good one. And that'll be homecoming night here at A-Town High School. So should be a fun night there. And we will have the call of that one. So without further ado, things not going the way for A-Town here tonight. But they will look to get back in at it next week against Havana, West Central. Havana will be football. West Central is volleyball. Just one volleyball match next week for this A-Town Tornadoes team, and we will be here for the next home matchup, as we are the home of A-Town home athletics, football and volleyball here this fall season. Been a lot of fun hanging out with you guys here this evening. For our camera girl, Alyssa, my name's Wyatt Reed. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening. We'll be back on Wednesday of next week for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.